Hey everyone, this is Melivan. Welcome to this new video. Today I'm gonna teach you how to make this scene from my recent Olipop cans project. It's actually very simple and we can get this result pretty fast, all within Blender. So let's jump right into it. So to get started with this animation, you can find a free can model online if you don't want to model it yourself. I can leave one for you guys in the description below. And once you import your can model, it might be looking a little bit like this. All you need to do is add a subdivision surface modifiers with 2 steps, and then it'll fix everything pretty much. You can just type it here, subdivision surface. Then what you want to do is immediately place your center of origin on a corner of the can. On this side corner, for example, we're gonna place it right here and then press Shift S, cursor to selected. And then you're gonna press right click and set your origin to the 3D cursor. That way your center of origin will be right where we want the can to rotate. So that was very easy. Next step is I'm gonna go to my front view by pressing numpad 1. If you don't have a numpad, you can also click right here on the gizmo. And I'm gonna press Shift D and Z, lower it just like that. And then what you wanna do is go into edit mode, selecting the bottom can, and you're gonna select this whole top part right in the middle, just like this. So you can do that by pressing Option if you're on Mac, Alt if you're on Windows, and then clicking on one of them and it'll select your whole contour just like this. And then you're gonna press Shift D to duplicate it and P to separate by selection. And now you're gonna have this piece that is just sitting on top of it. And we're gonna turn this part into a curve. So I'm gonna rename it right here, curve. And now we're gonna do right click, convert to a curve. And here we're almost pretty much halfway done with the technique. What you wanna do next is select your top can, go to your object constraints, and then select a follow path constraint. And then we can just drag and drop the curve into the follow path. And as you can see, nothing is happening yet. So what we want to do is press follow curve, just like this, and then press your curve again. And I don't know why it behaves this way. It might be a glitch, but you need to tab in and out of edit mode for it to become a curve. So that's what we're gonna do. Tab in, tab back out. As we can see, it displaced our can a little bit, and we're gonna have to put it back right where we want it. So what I can do for that is maybe rotate it a little bit and then just put it back on the bottom can, just like this. We might want to lower it a little bit, then give it a slight angle so that it looks like it's rotating. And something like that looks pretty good so far. And now we can try our constraint. And as we can see, it works. Now that it's working, what you want to do is align this can center of origin right to the sides like this. Then you can maybe center it a bit more. As we can see, they're overlapping. So we can fix that. X, Z. Okay, that's pretty good. We're gonna add the third can. And to do that, it's really simple. We're just gonna do the same process where I'm gonna go to my front view, select the bottom can, and Shift D, Z, and we're gonna add a third can on the bottom. So where's our center of origin on this can? It's right up to the top, I think. Yeah, it's right here. So that's perfect. So let's go to our front view like that. And we're gonna do this. And before we do anything else, actually, I'm gonna do the same process again. Select the middle curve, Shift D, right click, P, separate by selection. Then rename this, you can click F2 or just double click on the layer over here. And we're gonna rename it bottom curve. Perfect. So with our bottom curve right here, what we can do is convert it to a curve again, just like that. So now we're gonna select our middle can and same thing, add a follow path constraint, select our bottom curve, drop it right here. If you want, you can also select it in the list right here. Click follow curve and then same thing. Again, you can drop it in the comments if you know why this is happening. I personally don't, sorry. You tab in and out of edit mode. Now, is this what we expected? Not at all, but it's pretty easy to fix, so no worries. For that, Shift Z. We can align our curve kind of like this. Yeah, I think that's good. Find the angle. Make sure you match your angle to be kind of on the side. Yeah, like that. And then just place it on top of your can. For me, it'll be something like this. If you want to be precise while you move things around, you can press down Shift and as you drag and it'll be way more precise. So now we got our three cans aligned. Then we're gonna select our bottom curve and parent it to the bottom can, Command or Control P object. And then what you can do is try it out, rotate, and as you can see, it should work perfectly just like that. Beautiful. We got our effect done. You can just now animate this Z rotation, and as you can see, it looks pretty well. I think my cans are, yeah, they already have a texture on it. To apply a texture to your can, it's very simple. You can just, if you haven't applied any texture yet, what I would do simply is take a can, Shift D, duplicate it, remove their constraint, Alt R, reset the rotation. If your rotation is not perfect like mine, for some reason, you can just kind of align it to the grid. Something like that, okay. And then what I did to slap a texture on it is very easy. What you can do is just go to your front view, drag in a new window by dragging on the side like this. Okay, have it centered a little bit. And then go right here and you can press 7 or just click on shader editor. And then what I just did is a principal BSDF. I don't know why I have some volume in here. I don't think I need volume. Huh. Oh, am I in the, yeah. Okay. Okay, so, and then I just activated the Node Wrangler add-on. If you don't have it, it's very easy. It's right here. You go in Node Wrangler, you activate it, and you just select your principal BSDF. And for example, I'll do it right here. You press Ctrl T and you'll get this whole image texture mapping. Then you can just add an image texture of this that you find online. You can find plenty on any website. I just found it on the company's website for me. And then all you do is go to your front view like this. This is the image texture I found. I only applied it on this part. This is an actual metal material. Otherwise, it wouldn't look super good if it wasn't real metal, just an image. And then just select one of your face here. You can just select everything but this. In my case, it's already, I can just select similar material. And then you can just do project from view, and it'll simply apply your texture perfectly like this. You nail it down like that, however you like. And then I can just join these areas back on together. You'll have an image texture just like this. The back is also the same texture. It's not perfect, it's not accurate, but if you wish, you could really go into the details and also have the back. In my case, I'm not really going to see the back of it, so I'm not gonna do it for this shot. What you can do next is, we can do that right now. You can just set your animation to 30 FPS. I think it looks really good rather than 25 or something else. 23, you don't even want to go there. Go to your frame 0, press N, and to do this animation, you can just simply right click and insert a single keyframe on the Z rotation. And then, for example, go to 2 seconds. And I can put plus 180 to make not a full turn, but half a turn. And here it's gonna give you an animation just like this. And then to get this effect of the cans, I'm not gonna go full into the details of this part, but if you want to do this effect where they are rotating on each other, what you wanna do is to animate these parts right here. And it'll give you a pretty cool animation. You can animate this, for example, to go a bit more like this. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And then you can put an animation on this one as well. G to move your keyframe. And actually, I might want it a bit more like this. And then I think I want it to kind of come and to kind of get right here like that. And you can give it more of an angle if you want it to be more dramatic. Okay. And basically that's the whole trick. That's how it works. And after messing around quite a bit with this animation, this is what I did on the other one. Something like that. And you might think that I think I timed the camera so that we don't see any of these weird intricacies. So, actually, okay, so we can see it right here. Oh, it's very laggy. But what I did, if you look at the original shot, is that I animated right here the position, I animated the disable renders. That means that, for example, if I select one of these scans, this scan is only gonna appear right here. So here, as we can see, it is off. But if I go one next frame, bam, it's now on. That means that if you look at the final animation, it'll only appear right here. Okay, so that's kind of the result I got in the end. As we can see, I also animated this to come up. And then if you want some droplets, water droplets on your scene, I highly advise that you can do it 2 ways. You can either do it with geometry nodes, or you could use an add-on. There's plenty of add-ons for making water overlays. I used one right here, and as we can see, oh, it's not activated everywhere. If I zoom in on this can, it's a really cool result in the end. I really think it makes your animation pop even more if you have these droplets, and you can really customize them however you like. Last thing I did was animate my camera to go from down to up, just like this. And then on this camera, here are the settings if you want to do something similar. I like using a big focal length, just like this. I think it looks awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Please feel free to subscribe. Visit my website if you're interested in 3D animation. I'm available for any 3D work just like this. And feel free to leave a comment. I'll reply to every comment. Subscribe. I'm posting new videos every week on this channel. That was Melivan. See you guys.